وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. بسم الله.
وجبا فرعون بسلطان مبين فتولى بركنه وقال ساحر أو مجنون فأخذناه وجنوده فنبذناه في اليم وهو مبين وفي عاد إذ أرسلنا عليه ريحا ما كسبوا من شيء حتى عليه إلا جعلتهم قرنين وفي ثمود إذ قال له ثم وكاين فأتوا أن أمر ربهم فأخذتهم صيحة وهم ينظرون فما استطاعوا من ديار وما كانوا منتصرين وقوم نوح من قبل إنهم كانوا قوم فاسقين وسماء بينها بأيد وإنا لموسعون والأرض فرشقناها فنعم الحميد مهدون ومن كل شيء خلقنا زوجين لعلكم تذكرون ففروا إلى الله إني لكم مبين ولا تجعلوا مع الله إلها آخر إني لكم مبين كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إذا قالوا ساحر ومجنون فتوسوا به بل هم قوم طاغون فتول عنهم فما أنت بمعلوم وذكر فإن ذكر تنفع المؤمنين وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من ذكر وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو قوة متين فإن الذين ظلموا بل مثل ذنوب أصحابهم فلا تستعجلون فويل للذين كفروا من يومهم الذي يوعدون أطول والكتاب المسطور في ريح منشور والبيت المعمور والسقف المعمور والبحر المسجور إن عذاب ربك الوكيل إن عذاب ربك الوكيل ما له من دافع يوم تمر السماء مورا وتسر الجبال سيرا فويل للذين كافرين الذين هم في خوف يلعبون يوم يدعون إلى النار جهنم داء هذه النار التي كنتم بها تكذبون أفسروها فأنتم لا تبصرون أصلوها فأصبروا أو لا تبصرون سواء عليكم إنما تجزون ما كنتم تعلمون إن المتقين في جنات ونعيم فاكهين بما آتاهم ربهم ووقاهم ربهم عذاب مهين قالوا كلوا واشربوا هنيئا بما كنتم تعملون متكئين على سرر مصفوفة وأزواج وأزواجناهم بالرحيم والذين آمنوا وتبعتهم ذريتهم بإيمان حقا بأيمان لحقنا بهم ذريتهم وما أنت وما أتناهم من عمل من شيء كل امرئ بما كسب رهين وأمددناهم بفاكهة ولحم مما يشتهون يتنزهون فيها كأسا لا لغو فيها ولا تأثيم ويطوف عليهم كلمان لهم كأنهم لؤلؤ مكنون وأكثر بعض على بعض يتساءلون قالوا إنا كنا قبل في أهلنا مشركين فمن الله علينا وكان عذابا سموم إنا كنا من قبل إنه هو البر الرحيم فذكر فما أنت بنعمة ربك بقادر ولا مجنون أم يقولون شاعر نتبرأ بهم ريب المنون قل تربصوا فإني معكم من المتربصين أم تأمرهم أعلامهم بهذا أم قوم كافرون أم يقولون تقولنا بل لا يؤمنون فليأتوا بحديث مثله إن كانوا صادقين أم خلقوا من خير شيء أم هم خالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض بل لا يوقنون أم عندهم خزائن ربك أم هم مستكبرون أم لهم صلاة يستمعون فيه فليأتوا مستمعون بسلطان مبين أم لهم بينات ولم ولكم البنون أم تسألون أجرا فهم من مغرم مثقلون أم عندهم الغيب فهم يكتبون أم يريدون كيدا فالذين كفروا مكيدون أم لهم إله غير الله سبحان الله عما يشركون وإن يروا كسفا من السماء ساكتا يكون سحاب مركوم فذرهم حتى يلقوا يوم الذي فيه يسحقون يوم لا يغني عنهم كيدهم شيئا ولا هم ينصرون وإن الذين ظلموا عذاب دون ذلك ولكن أكثر لا يعلمون أكثرهم لا يعلمون واصبر لحكم ربك فإنك بالليل وسبح بحمد ربك حين تقوم ومن الليل فسبحه وأكبر النجوم والنجم إذا هوى وضل ما صيبه وما قوى وما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى أنه شديد القوى ذو مراد فاستوى وهو الأفق الأعلى ثم ندى فتندى ثم دنا فتدلى فقال قاب قوس أو أدنى فأوحى إلى عبد ما أوحى ما كسب الفؤاد ما رأى فأتمنهم على ما يرى ولقد رأوا نصرة أخرى إن سدرة المنتهى إنها جنة المأوى إذ يغشى سدرة ما يغشى ما ذاك البصر ما طغى لقد رأى من آيات ربه الكبرى فرأيت الأنثى ومناة ثالثة أخرى لهم ذكر وله أنثى تلك إذا قسمة ضيزى إن هي إلا أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكما أنزل الله بها من سلطان إن يتبعون إلا ظن وما تهوى الأنفس ولقد جاءكم من ربكم هدى أما الإنسان ما تمنى فلله الآخرة والأولى ولكم مما في الملك في سماوات الأرض في سماوات لا تغني شفاعة شيئا إلا من بعد أن يأذن الله لمن يشاء ويرضى إن الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة لا يسمعون الملائكة الملائكة تسمية الأنثى وما له به من علم إن يتبعون إلا ظن وإن الظن لا يغني من الحق شيئا فأرادوا أن من تولى عن ذكرنا ولم يرد إلا الحياة الدنيا ذلك مخلوق مما لإله إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بمن اهتدى وهو أعلم بمن اهتدى ولله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض ليجزي الذين أساءوا بما عملوا ويجزي الذين أحسنوا بالحسنى الذين يجتنبون الكبائر بالإثم والفواحش إن ربك واسع غفور إن ربك واسع مغفرة هو أعلم بكم إذا أنشأكم من الأرض وإذا أنشأكم إنا تبيكم ظلماتكم ولا تزكوا أنفسكم وأعلم بمن اتقى أفرأيت الذي تولى وأنفى قليلا وأهدى إنه علم الغيب فهو يرى أم لكم كتابا بما في صحف موسى وإبراهيم الذي وفى لا تزر وزرة وزر وزرا وإن ليس للإنسان إلا ما سعى وإن سعيه فسوف يرى ثم يجزاه الجزاء الأوفى وأن إلى ربك المنتهى وإنه هو أضحك وأبكى وأنه هو أمات وأحيا وأنه وأنه هو أغنى وأغنى وأنه هو رب المشكرة وأنه هلك وثمود فما أبقى وقوم نوح من قبل إنه كانوا هم أسلم واتقى والمؤتفكات أهوى فكشاها ما كشا وبأي حديث فبأي آلاء ربك تتمتع هذا نذير صفات النظيفة أليس لها من دون الله كاشفة فمن هذا الحديث تكون وتضحكون ولا تبكون وأنتم سامدون فاسجدوا فاسجدوا لله وحمده اقترب الساعة وانشق القمر وإن يروا آية معرضون ويقولون سحر مستمر وكذبوا واتبعوا أهواءهم وكل أمر مستقيم ولقد جاءهم من الأنباء ما فيه مزدجر حكمة بالغة فما تغني النذر فتول عنهم يوم يأتون يوم يدعو الداع إلى شيء مسكين خشاعا أبصار يخرجون من الأجداث كأنهم جراد منتشر متمهطئين إلى داعي كافرون هذا يوم نسيم كذبت قبلهم قوم نوح وكذبوا بآياتنا وكذبوا عندنا وقالوا مجنون مزدجر فدعا ربه مكروه فانتصر ففتحنا أبواب السماء بماء حميم وفجرنا الأرض عيونا فالتقى الماء على أمر قد قدر وعملنا على ذات الأهواء والحسن تجري بأيدينا فذا جزاء لمن كان كفر ولقد تركناها آيات فهل من مدكر فكيف كان عذابي ونذر ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر كذبت آل فكيف كان عذابي ونذر إنا أرسلنا عليهم ريحا صرصرا في يوم ناس مستمر تنفقنا سكنه أجاز نخيل منكئ فكيف كان عذابي ونذر ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر كذبت ثمود بالنذر فقالوا وبشرا منا واحد نتبعه إنا إذا لفي ضلال وسعر فأولئك فيها ذكر عليهم من بيننا بل هو وكذاب نشر سيعلمون عذاب من فكيف كان عذابي ونذر أرسلنا إليهم سيئة واحدة فكانوا كهشيم متصل ولقد أرسلنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر كذب قوم لوط بالنذر إنا أرسلنا إليهم حاصبا إلا آل لوط نجيناه بسحر رحمة من عندنا كذلك نجزي من شكر ولقد أنذرهم فتشبه فتمروا بالنذر لنذر ولقد راودوه عن ضيفه فتمسنا عينهم فذوقوا عذابي ونذر ولقد صباهم بكرة عذاب مستقيم فذوقوا عذابي ونذر ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر ولقد جاء آل فرعون نذر كذبوا بآياتنا كلها فأخذناهم عزيز
Assalamualaikum. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin lima ulika wal khatim lima sabaqana sayyidina wal hadi ila siratikal mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdarihi azim. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin al-Fatih lima ulika wal khatim lima sabaqana sayyidina والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. Inshallah, we have completed the task of reading the Quran. Now we're going to get to the phase of the khutbah, the essence of this program. We do not have much time, so the amount of time we have is so limited. So we have selected scholars who will talk 10 to 15 minutes, and 2 other scholars will just read well for 5 minutes. Then after that, we'll return the program to the family, okay? So inshallah, we're going to just do everything in the moderate form. I hope everything will work out. May Allah forgive us. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Perry. We'll talk on our behalf, and after that, Sheikh Azhar and Akubaki will read it out. Inshallah, we will complete that chapter. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Imam said, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much. This salutation should not be strange in this gathering, as it is no longer strange even in the world. Brothers and sisters, we are community Eid celebration, organizing ourselves in the community to be able to serve. And we are organizing ourselves to broaden so that we will not be too fragmented. However, we have come here today. It's not because we do not have where to go or nothing to do, but because of ways of connection to the deceased. He was one of our veterans. He contributed his quota, and then he was a father, he was an uncle, but he was a Muslim. And in Islam, Muslims always have rights on each other, dead or alive. And that's one of the main reasons why we are here. Brother Bani have lived Islam in so many ways. And he has interacted with them in so many ways, even though he was interacting with people according to their levels. Every civilization you saw in him, that's Islam. Every beauty you saw in him, that was Islam. And then the rights of Muslims on another Muslim is a whole package. We have no time to open it, but it's a whole package. Today, for a religious reason, we believe that even NDPL cannot help him. We are here to intercede. Who knows, maybe there have been things, even in the movement that he wanted to change, but he couldn't. And now we believe that he's going to be accountable for things. So we came here today to perform our duty. This is a responsibility. We imams know what is it. So whenever it happens, we try by all means to keep to that responsibility, even if we are insolvent. And thank God we are not. So that's the reason why today we are here. And then we have just recited the Quran. Everybody has heard of that name. It is the highest and divine literature. The highest and divine literature. This is a literature on which any language from it cannot be misplaced. When a Muslim dies, they have rituals that are supposed to be performed. If not performed, for the elite, it has an implication. One, it is an accusation. If these rituals are not performed, it is an accusation. And it is also an insult. Maybe for those who do not know, and they are not the one we are talking about, because they have never been mentioned on any dignified podium. So today, we are here and we have just recited that Quran. And that was the reason why today we are here. So we are here to intercede so that all the dejections of the grave will be, Mr. Bani will be treated with mercy. And all the portions that we have read in the Quran represent that. He was a great man. Everybody knows that. He was a great man. And he's from a very big background. He was a Muslim. And that's one thing he did not change for anything. He was so deeply rooted. He had questions that was not answered. He was always finding that answer. And if you are lucky to talk to him one-on-one, you are going to discover that this is a man that is living deep in his soul. And this is why, in the Quran, Allah refers to death as the greatest loss. There are scholars in Islam who ask questions, is a loss for who? And they said, for the deceased. Why? Because he had a project that was never completed. And some say also, to those who are bereaved, he was also a father. He was a consultant. Everybody in this hall, I know they have dealt with him in different ways. He was the embodiment of so many things that we did not even discover. We did not even have the time to discover it. So those who know those things today are in tears. So this is the man we are here for today. and we came to intercede on his behalf. So, brothers and sisters, this is our participation in the program, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Assalamu alaikum. May Allah forgive our sin. We are here to intercede whatever aspect this program project. Inshallah, we ask Allah for at least for it to be extended to Honorable Bani and all of the seats. May Allah make that inshallah for us. Because we are the vehicle of all affairs that on earth now. So we are the one Allah gave the power. So that's why we are here. Like we said, we give us time. We have to respect the time. You cannot invite scholars and you just think they cannot talk. But you have to discipline them also. So inshallah, the family, we are very happy the way you discipline us. So we are people. Inshallah. So I will give the microphone to Sheikh Azhar for respect to our Sheikh Azhar knows Honorable Bani personally, and Uncle Bakir, we all know Uncle Bakir, he's a scholar, he's an uncle, he's a parent, and he will close the dua for us, okay? So inshallah, and after that we will turn it over to the family. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much, Sheikh Azhar. Before my dua, I would like to say a few things about Barakan. When last Barakan last, this was the last occasion we had similar one in Philadelphia when my sister Lady passed away before the ceremony in Philadelphia. So I saw him dignified. I said, brother, you are really fit to be the president of Liberia. So when I had this death, when I was in Liberia, I was so disgusted. I said, hey, this Julia is nothing. We're all looking good there when after it's nothing happened. Then I talk about walls, said in the walls, they say we must not pay our debt on our grave before we come. People that we are repentant or submissive. Then look at Prophet Muhammad, unto my two. They say, Prophet, you are dead, and all your followers are dead. Then I look at myself, I'm going to die too, because the way my brother, I had my brother dead, I said, oh, I'm going to die too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be submissive right now. Don't say you are old, you are young. Anytime you got to die. Anytime you can die. Because the time God giving to all is up to the God. God is only want to predict what you're going to die, when you're going to die. And when you're going to die, don't know. So therefore, let's take this religion into our hands. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك أولئك هم المؤمنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم أولئك هم المفلحون الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في الأرض من الذي يشفع عنده بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه بما شاء وسع ولا أدري حفظه هو العليم لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم اللهم إنك عفو فاعف عنا اللهم إنك عفو فاعف عنا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي بأيام الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم في السلام وربك ربنا ما يصفون والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله
Shukran, Inshallah, we are proceeding. Before I give the microphone to Uncle Bakir, there's a story. During the Prophet time, there was a Jew man that came to Prophet ﷺ. Prophet was sitting with his disciples, and he said, "Oh Muhammad, I heard the day of judgment, Allah is going to hold the whole earth with his left hand. In other narration, Allah will hold all the trees with the other first finger, second finger will be water, third finger will be all different elements. And the right hand, he will hold the whole heaven." So Prophet ﷺ smiled. He said he smiled till he said the mother tooth. He was smiling so much. And the verse came say, وَمَا قَدَرُهُ اللَّهُ حَقَّ قَدْرِهِ وَالْأَرْضُ جَمِيعًا قَبْضَتُهُ وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ مُطْوِيَاتُ بِيَمِينِهِ سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى عَمَّا يُشْرِكُونَ. So this verse came down to just say, you did not give Allah his full reverence. The full right of Allah, you never give it to him because you're thinking that he cannot do certain things, but he's fully capable of doing it. So may Allah give us the reward of this program, inshallah. And I will give the microphone to Uncle Bakir. He will read the dua, comment, inshallah, and we give back to Mr. MC.
Everybody knows that, and every occasion that I know of that
I say I go and run in a room.
and we are here to honor him, to pray for him. Well, most of the dua are in Arabic, some of you don't. Here, those are the prayers.
And what do you call it? What do you call it? You just back up when you said you were telling me, and you were telling me that.
So some things that we probably know and just pray in our heart or see our heart more than what we say. And Rani was involved way back then, we know, even before the coup, before the war, and during the war, during the coup, and his positions in all of these Liberian organizations in the United States led him to create that maybe he can help. Because they don't come from nowhere say I want to be president, but we have to survive. We have a lot of things. Kidman Association was president of that. We put together people to select one of the Liberian of the war. We were president. We met several places about being said the war spread out in that movement. We also was part of those original propositions with some of the process. They did a lot of good things. His father was very profound. His father was the man. In all of the Kidman, not just one town of the Kidman. And whenever everybody meets that, this was one of the Imam there. That old man, those of you know his original music, he was so calm and never get angry. Everybody who knows him, he don't get angry. Anytime these people would smile, they would talk, go around, speak to everybody before he could. I remember what I was telling to Misra, we are building a mosque for the children of prayer, and they have organization there. So over there on Somalia, so he was a very strict man. He was the guy of God. He was the imam. People wanted to cut his stick because that's how the drill was stick. And then they want to see over on Somalia was very organized and trying to pick the stick off which one was straight, which one was not straight then. And then he told the man to take that stick because that stick's not too good. Okay. Oh, the man got a little bit concerned. So, oh, you can't say so. God created a stick. If you don't want to use it for a cycle, don't say it's not good. It's a religious man with raw intention is one. By his son, he raised him up, he trained him. Those of you that party, anybody ever see God getting angry? I never saw him get angry. Maybe the quality was inherited from God. Maybe the coastal relative can tell you about we all came here to make a sacrifice. In Islam, sacrifice is the time we are spending here. It's a sacrifice. It's not the food we're going to eat ourselves. So when that sacrifice, we are hungry, also to present a sacrifice for that. Also in Islam, when we meet together in gathering like this, according to the Quran, we may not have any benefit on that gathering outside. Somebody who suggests to have something to sacrifice or to live harmony among us. He said, so when we meet here, even our journey here also is a sacrifice. So it's a blessing. The Quran we read here, well, even if we are not a Muslim, according to Islamic tradition for the scripture, listening to it, we get blessing for that. And God is merciful. The Christian know that, the Jew know that, the Muslim know that. So their mindset is not limited to any particular time or place. It's spread everywhere. Whenever you get something good, you get blessing for that. So when we are all here, some of these things maybe we need to echo some of it so that we know who we are talking about. At least those of us behind us and try to follow some of those legacy and path. Maybe it might be for the community or also for themselves. I'm here to make a dua. Dua going to be in Arabic. You can make it in Thai, but I'm going to on my side Thai, or I'm making it in Arabic, inshallah. Where Bani was a Muslim or practiced Muslim, and Islam taught us somebody died, we buried them, and all these sequence of sacrifice or sacrifices, they are also meaningful in Islamic tradition. The burial is the obligation of the community. So we have to bury the person who is young, who will suffer, but then we bury it in Islam. We bury it, we get blessing for that if they are there. And we all see some of the testimony when we went to bury Bani, the crowd was so huge, everybody knows that. And we are here now to see some of the sign. So some of the dua people make those are things the effort. God bless him, God forgive him. 3 days, we make it 7 days, we make it the 40 days, this is the last public domain. We can make other anniversary for this our obligation for 40 days. So may God bless him. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وادخلنا الجنة مع أبرار العزيز يا غفار يا رحيم. اللهم صل عليك ومنا وعلينا الإسلام وأنت يا غفار يا رب العالمين. لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة الله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من الذي يشاء له يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض وهو العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Sulaiman, وأعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات وقب ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Sulaiman, وأعوذ برب الناس مالك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. اللهم من يتمنى فعلى الإسلام ومن تعطيك من فتوفى بمن وزيارة الأقوال وما أنت العفو بالعفو وتعطانا يا زيارة وزيارة العالمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Forgive me if I talk too much, but I have to do this out. Assalamu alaikum.
Let's close with Fatiha, please, together, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. May Allah accept all. May Allah accept all. May Allah accept all. Assalamu alaikum. MC.
Takbir! Takbir! Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of the religious belief, the religious divide, the supplication has been offered by our dear brother, our father, our uncle. We are, as long as you say Amen, Amen is the same, and he's going to get the reward for it. May the Almighty Allah grant those learned people extended knowledge that they will continue to offer it to generations to come. Thank you very much for Tunis and Interact. I know time is fast spent. We kind of a little bit tired and a little bit sleepy, but we gotta be tolerant of the situation. Anybody that's called on the podium here, please be time conscious and understand that there are people that came maybe 2 hours, 3 hours away, and all business will have to go back. So we should please be conscious of that. At this time, formally, for introduction of the program, again, I would like to formally let you know that the one reminder that indeed we all know why we are here. But this is to commemorate the 40-day feast of our brother, especially for me, my older brother, our uncle, father, nephew, grandfather. That's the reason we are here. In person of Honorable Barney and Con. He left us on the 19th of September. And then he went to the calling of the Almighty Allah. So again, I want to say thank you for coming, and that's the reason we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call on a sister of Brother Barney Kone and the brother, Brother Momo Kone, and Masa Kone. Please come over and give the people welcome remarks. Masa?
Muslim brothers and sisters, Salam alaikum. Our Christian brothers and sisters, good afternoon. We are here today to celebrate the 40th day of conscious Ghana. So, on behalf of his family, Shaggy, Sonny, Tamara, the Providers, I see the Sherman, Sherman, after the Sherman, we are very much delighted to have you all in the system. And I'm thinking of your basic schedule to be with all this happening. We are very, very much. So on behalf of all the family that are listed, I am very proud of this occasion. Sister will be
Greetings, my brothers and sisters, my moms, my uncles, my cousins, everybody. As far as I am concerned, everyone in here, they are family members. Correct? Am I right? Yes. Okay, thank you so much. I want, on behalf of the Conan family, I also want to extend our gratitude to each and everyone that here today. We thank you for coming. I especially want to extend my greetings and my gratitude to the people that make all the delicious food back there. I want to say thank you to you all. I also, Mr. Ferris Sherman, who has the instrument for us to get this call. I want to personally say thank you as part of the organization, organized committee. I want to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to the beautiful young lady that decorated this call last night. We were here up till midnight. Laurie Cornet, where are you? She's not here yet? Okay, I want to say to Laurie, thank you for all you have done. We appreciate you, we love you, and I know why my son picked you as a wife. Thank you. And I want to also, Sister Belu over here is my beautiful wife, Brother Vani. Sister Belu, can you please stand up? This is Mrs. Corner over here. Thank you, Sister Belu, you can have a seat. So that said, welcome to everyone. We appreciate you once again. We have some delicious food here. And all the families from back home. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. So again, thank you very much. My name is Master Conan. When you're ready to eat, I'll be back there, okay? All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much for thank you very much. Again, Brother Vani, he left a beautiful wife that he lived his life for over 4 decades. That lady is no other than Sis Bindu Conan. Just giving her total taking care, she was there with him. So she is still mourning. If you just came and you don't know her, there's all the guys you see walking around here, that's the beginning of his womb. So I just want you to give a big hand of applause. Thank you very much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call on tribute, the life schedule of our deceased brother, to be read by Mr. Hossein Conan. Thank you.
Good evening, good afternoon. Can my brothers join me, please? Ladies and gentlemen,
You see how hard the woman work? No, she alone. She's the only thing that's over. Thank you.
These are my brothers. Let me introduce them. Mohammed Khan is our older brother. Hassan is next to me. I'm second. And Boima is our baby brother. As the Imam said, there is a lot of things about our father that many people don't know. He was a very humble person. He took life very seriously, and he's a man of principle and character. So I will ask the audience to please give us a moment to share our father's life with you. This is very emotional for me, so please bear with me. And I can testify that it is for my brothers as well. Honorable Vani M. Kone was born into the union of Sheikh Alhaji Momon Kone and Haja Mamusu Dudu Kroma on February 2nd, 1952 in Bonzwan, Gauda District, Grand Cape Mountain. He lived his childhood life in Bonzwan town, where he started primary school. He later enrolled into Bendo Industrial Mission for advanced education. As a son of a sheikh with a majestic faith rooted in Islam, Honorable Kone was granted the opportunity to attend Bendo Industrial Mission, a Christian-based institution for primary education, because his father believed that the supreme purpose of life is to serve the Almighty Creator without discrimination against any religious faith. Through fellowship with his peer and administrator on Bendo Mission, Honorable Kone acquired a vast knowledge of the Christian faith. With this acquired Christian knowledge, he became a Muslim from birth. Our father deeply respected and understood both religions, Christians and Muslims, which was the intended purpose for which his father allowed him to enroll into a Christian institution at an early age. During this formidable year, Honorable Kone was called Molly Dudu by close family members and friends. So for those people who are familiar with Bonzwan, when you say Molly Dudu, that was the title that our father carried. After Bendo Industrial Mission, Honorable Kone was relocated to Monrovia to live with his uncle Alhaji Losoni Kroma, which I'm named after, a prominent Islamic figure in Batam at the time, which were added. There, he enrolled at the Evan J. Baptist School. Subsequently, he enrolled at Monrovia Demonstration School. Based on the high social and academic standard he exhibited in the school, Honorable Kone became a mentor for his peers. This gave him the edge to build a special relationship or bond with the principal, Ms. Rebecca Wilson, one of Monrovia's iconic educator at the time. I'm sure there are a lot of people in this room that was disciplined by Mrs. Wilson. Due to the high sense of social integrity, our father was able to foster trusted academic and social relationships across cultural boundaries. Throughout his elementary and junior high school year in Cape Mount and in Monrovia, Honorable Corner was a passionate soccer player and was very good at it. Subsequently, he was nicknamed DC-10 by his friends for his speed and skill on the soccer field. For people who grew up in Baton, when you hear DC-10, that was our father. Upon graduating high school, junior high school, Honorable Corner attended Tuckman High School. At Tuckman High, he was selected as a member of the Meet the Challenge team. Many people here, I think, remember the Meet the Challenge, an academic competition team. As member of the Tuckman High Meet the Challenge team, his fellow teammates picked him to be the lead student for history. With his effort and participation as the lead student on the school Meet the Challenge team, Tuckman High became a formidable contender to other high schools that took part in the Meet the Challenge competition in the country and subsequently won the competition multiple times. After graduating from Tuckman High, Honorable Corner was hired as an office mail transporter with the Bank of Liberia, overseeing real estate in Monroe. In this position, he worked diligently to the certification of management. Based on that, management promoted him to a higher position in the bank. While working with the bank, our father was very prudent with his earning. Hence, he was able to save enough money to achieve his plan of processing his travel documents and paying his own way to the United States for advanced education and economic opportunity. Our father left all of us babies with our mother. Long before contemplating his travel to the United States, our father, Honorable Corner, met our mother, Ms. Benlu Yaman. In Baton, Monrovia, in 1968, the union was blessed with 5 children before he departed to the US. Our sister is not with us today. She passed 2-3 years ago. She was a predecessor to our father. While in the US, he did not forget his family back home. He did all that he could do to provide for them while at the same time struggling to make a living for himself and to further his education. He did not relent until his wife and children eventually joined him in the US. Honorable Corner graduated John Jay College of Criminal Justice. While there as a student, he helped to organize the first African student organization at the college. Most importantly, he assisted in helping the college to continue receiving funds needed to stay operational when New York City was in the process of shutting down the college due to financial difficulties the city was facing them. To that end, Honorable Corner reached out to responsible officials and made a case that it will reflect badly on the city of New York judicial system if the only criminal justice college in Manhattan was shut down. Based on this outrage, judges answered the call to continue funding John Jay College till present. During his college year, Honorable Connor worked in the fashion industry. You can see us, I think that Jim has that. He worked at the fashion industry as a quality assurance specialist with OWICO. He even continued his employment with the company many years after graduating from college until the company went out of business. In 1987, during late President Samuel Kaindo administration, Honorable Connie, wishing to give back to his beloved Liberia, delegated his service to the government of Liberia through the Civil War. At the Consulate of Liberia in New York, Honorable Connie took on the responsibility to help Liberians seeking entry and refugee status into the United States. This was the time that government was not functioning at all. And he took the responsibility. He made a sacrifice to make sure that Liberians that were coming to the US get processed to enter. There were many calls made for him to go to the airport to intercede on Liberian behalf. Honorable Connie took on the responsibility in helping Liberians seeking entry as refugees into the United States. He took this challenge at the time when the Liberian government was not functional to process affidavit of support for its citizens. In 1994, Honorable Connie went back to the private sector and was hired as member of the security team of the Barclay International Hotel in Manhattan, in Midtown Manhattan. In that position, he worked collaboratively with Secret Service, Diplomatic Security Service, DSS, the U.S. State Department Security, the UN Security personnel, and others. In that position provided him the opportunity to meet many war leaders. Honorable Connie was appointed members of the Liberian community was a prominent member of the Liberian community in the United States, most especially in the state of New York. He served the community diligently with honor and dedication. As a Liberian statesman, he assisted in organizing the National Democratic Party of Liberia, NDPL, and helped in formulating developmental and foreign relation policies of Liberia during the early days of the late President Samuel Kaindo. So for those of you, just an hands up, most of the plan that they operated on was formulated through our father. Honorable Connie, at the Liberian Consulate in New York, Honorable Connie served as a special assistant to Councilor Stewart K. Bones. Additionally, he served as chairperson of the National Democratic Party of Liberia USA branch for over 30 years. He was also an active member of NULA and a founding member of the National Association of Cape Mountainians in the America. Honorable Connie was an inspired presidential candidate for NDPL with keen interest to introduce transparent leadership for the people of Liberia. He passionately believed the development of Liberia depends on government officials following and upholding law and order, irrespectively of who is involved. As a man of honor and unquestionable character, he had a vision installing in the mind of the next generation of Liberians that public interest is an essential element to civic life, and though very important for all governmental institutions. He leaves the moon his laws the following. His wife is Bindu Yama Kone. His children, Mohammed Kone, Hussein Kone, Hassan Kone, and Boyman Kone. Grandchildren, Isaac Gray, Bonnie Kone Jr., Charles Gray, Bindu Kone, Frankita Peters, Emmanuel Peters, Kima Kone, James Etta Johnson, Hussein Kone Jr., Isaiah Johnson, MacArthur Johnson, and great-grandchildren Sally Gray, Maxine Kennedy, and Haley Gray. He is also survived by many siblings and host of relatives in the United States and Liberia, with family ties to the Kone, the Dupley, the Dolly, the Dempster, the Goba, the Kiadi, the Kroma, the Kazalu, the Family, the King, the Sharif, the Soni, the Sherman, the Sambala, the Yang, the Yama, and many more. He was preceded by his daughter, Saleh Kone. With that, we ask for a moment of silence and prayer for forgiveness in honor of our Father. May his transition from this world be mercifully directed into the kingdom of the Almighty God.
May we have a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, that was after consultative meeting with the family. What was read here was just a summary. So if a book is to be written, trust me, I think we will spend some 2 hours here or something to speak about our dear brother Manikone. He lived an exemplary life that was emulating. He left also Johnny. As you can see, the guys, the posture over there is like a kind of inborn tendency that every time Mr. Funny appears in the security man, you see the guys out of standing. So they kind of inherited our posture. Again, you know, time if I spend, we will call in between because I know people came from near and far. We got to start to masticate those food that back there. So in between, we will call on the Imam to offer prayer for the deceased. And you know the Imam has said, oh, we have a consultation. You know, he assured me, he said, I pray that for the last one. 1 minute. That's what Imam Tunis. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Imam Tunis is going to offer prayer for the deceased. Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. So inshallah, let everybody say Amen.
Dua is the articulation of your plight. That you're telling Allah what you want from Him and what Allah telling His slave to do. There's a poet that said, Ar-Rabbu Rabbu Mazala Yatanazzal Wal Abdu Mazala Yataraqqa. The Lord, Allah Himself, is Allah and will remain Allah even if He descended. And the slave of Allah will remain to be the slave of Allah even if He ascended. So the purpose of creation and the Creator, this is just what the poem is talking about. So there's a very distinction. We are the creation and He is the Creator, and we are seeking His forgiveness, His mercy. May Allah give it to us, inshallah. May Allah give it to the deceased, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغ رسوله مصطفى الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين اللهم تقبل منا ختم القرآن وتجاوز عنا ما كان في تلاوته من السهو أو نسيان أو تحريف أو تقديم أو تأخير أو زيادة أو نقصان أو تأويل على غير ما أنزلته أو تعليق عند تلاوته أو كسل أو زيغ اللسان أو وقوف بغير وقف أو إدغام بغير بيان فاكتبهم منا على التمام والكمال والمهذب من كل إلهام برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم بارك ثواب ما قرأناه ونور ما تلوناه إلى روح سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإلى أرواح آبائه وأمهاته وأزواجه وإلى روح المرحوم خاصة اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافيه واعف عنه اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافيه واعف عنه اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافيه واعف عنه واكرم نزله ووسع مدخله وطهره بالماء طاهرا والنقي من الذنوب والخطايا كما ينقى ثوب الأبيض من الدنس كما ينقى ثوب الأبيض من الوسخ كما ينقى ثوب الأبيض من الدنس وابدله دارا خير من داره وأهلا خيرا من أهله وادخله في جنات النعيم وادخله في جنات السلام برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم بألف ألفة وبالباء بركة وبتاء توبة وبالثاء ثوابا وبالجيم جمالا وبالهاء حكمة وبالخاء خيرا وبالدال دليلا وبالذاء ذكاء وبالراء رحمة وبالزاء زلفة وبالسين سناء وبالشين شفاء وبالصاد صدقا وبالضاد ضياء وبالطاء طهارة وبالضاء ظفرا وبالعين علما وبالغين غناء وبالفاء فلاح وبالكاف قربة وبالكاف كراما وباللام لطفة وبالميم موعدة وبالنون نورا وبالواو وصلا وبالهاء هداية وبالياء يقينا
برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد صلاة تنجينا بها من جميع الآواء والآفاء وتقضي لنا بها من جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا بها من جميع السيئات وترفع لنا بها عندك أعلى درجات وتبلغنا بها الأقصى الغايات في جميع خيرات في الحياة وبعد مماتي في جميع الخيرات في الحياة وبعد مماتي في جميع خيراتي في حياتي وبعد مماتي. الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. تكبير تكبير تكبير. ولله الحمد. May Allah accept our dua, inshallah. May Allah give Jannah to Honorable Van, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you, Imam Tunis. You know that the consultation the Imam was saying had, he decided to add additional 1 more minute, but no problem. Everybody must say, oh, we got consultation. And you made so far, no problem. By way of information, there is a card for NACA. That is the National Association of Martinez in America. If you're just coming in, there is a card with Honorable Ferris Sherman. You can go and sign into it. And you know when you're signing into it, you gotta be some kind of way prepared. Because our signature there is not just going with ordinary signature. So if you are in Martinez and you need help, Honorable Ferris Sherman got the card. You can sign into it before you can give their tribute. Thank you. So like I stated earlier on in the 20, it was at the against 10. So in the kitchen that the people are preparing, it's going to be done orderly. It's going to be a kind of buffet style situation. For all those that are on the left, on my left here, they're going to line up on the side, and for those that are on the side, on my right, they will line up on this other side. So, how's that going? I get a signal now or what? Okay, thank you. In the process that the kitchen is getting ready, we can start entertaining tributes. At this time, I would like to call on the Office of the Consulate of Liberia. Is there any representation here? The office. Okay, I've been made to understand that I will have to call tables. Okay, so just hold on. I will call tables, but this table I will call it one at a time. Just go on this side, please. So just wait when the kitchen get ready, it will let me know. All right? Thank you. So in the process, the council. So please, in the meantime, like I stated, so the office of the counselor is not ready yet, right? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, we will call tables. So you please be seated. We will call tables, okay? Table at a time. So just hold on, please. I see it. Are we all set? Huh? Okay. Table, please. 1, 2. You guys can follow the line here, please. 1, 2. And this table, you follow the line here, please. Right here. Table this and table that. Please form a line here. All right? Excuse me, man. This table. Hello? This table. Huh? Yeah, you can come here, honey, right? Food. No, I just got 2 tables in the meantime. So you form the line, please, orderly. Okay. So the kitchen said we gotta do 1 table at a time. Let it go orderly, please. The kitchen said you're gonna give chance 1 table at a time. I know. I know, the kitchen gave me instructions there, so I gotta follow them. All right? Yeah, that's what you guys can see. Yeah, you can see it, please. Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. This table here, I see it line getting longer, and I'm calling to put my time getting longer. So I hope the line moving orderly and expeditiously. Yeah. Okay. Now I can see this line is moving. Our this table is follow here. This table right here, and follow this line here, please. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I kept my thing here soon. So by the time you hear some kind of signal from back there, you know you didn't get much. So while we get something to be eating, we're going to be entertained by some beautiful Filipino ladies here. All right? Okay. So I see the lines don't break. Okay. For the table, right? Okay. All right. So this table here, if people get some good grass. Okay. Follow by this table, please. Follow this line, please. All right. Yeah, please. You get my table here and follow this line, please. Okay. If you're just coming in the house and you're a member of NACA, National Committee Association in America, they got a card here. Please come and sign it. I see a lot of NACA members just coming in. The card is there. Just go and sign it, please. If you are also a member of the Friends and Family, and you haven't signed the card yet, please come over to the DJ's booth. Members of Friends and Family. If you are a member of Friends and Family, and you haven't signed your card, please come over to the DJ booth. Thank you. Make sure that I stated earlier on, if you're on my left-hand side, please stay in your lane. Stay on the left side, please. Stay in your lane, please. Don't obstruct the traffic. Free flow, please. The table back here, please. You follow this line, please. Okay? Okay. Please let the line move, please. Let the line move a little fast. Yeah?
All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the world. The entire is sovereign of the day.
Make sure, let the line move, please. Let the line move.
It is you who worship and you who ask for God. God is great power. In the name of the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Did you not make your plan to misguidance? This is set against the birds of flocks. Striking them with swords of health. Today is like peace and straw. In the name of the Lord, for the constant security of full right. The reception
Saving them, made them safe, saving them from fear.
You see that everyone is right? Now people on the table.
Have you seen the world? And does it encourage feeding in the poor? So woe to those who الذين هم عن صلاتهم الذين هم Just make sure and with full assistance. In the name of God, especially. We have granted so pray to your Lord, sacrifice to Him on earth. Indeed, your enemies are in the name of God, we are highly merciful and especially I do not worship you. What are you worshiping? I worship. Only you do worship. I worship. For you is your worship, and for me is my worship. In the name of God, the entire and exalt and praise you. Indeed, He is never accepted. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم In the name of Allah, the entire is blessed. In the name of Allah, the Carpenter's is best works. Say, He is Allah, who is one. Allah is eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born. Nor is there to him any equivalent. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. So, I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak. From the evil of that which He created. And from the evil of darkness when it happens. From the evil of lovers. For the evil and envier and enemies. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. The sovereign of mankind. The God of mankind. But the evil is the retreating miscreant. Because this evil is the breast and for the love of the jinn and mankind. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, especially ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. This is the book about which there is no doubt, the guidance for those conscious of Allah. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم. To believe that the unsaved establish prayer and have questions of the body. والذين يؤمنون بما Indeed, those who history is not saying whether you already
Let's move on to. Okay, I can see that everyone is kind of re-energized, right? But listen, we got a lot. Even if I'm going to tell back, feel free. We're not looking at you. The kid you said. The kid you said got a lot. Don't be ashamed. You can say what's on the line. Even you want to start the language, that's why we still got a lot there, okay? All right, that's great. We got to make progress because we still got a lot to exhaust on this program. If you got your food and everything, please, let's all be seated, please. Let's be seated and then for us to continue with the program. Okay. Again, please, if you got your food and everything, please be seated. Let's continue. We still got a lot to exhaust on this program. Hello? Please be seated and let's continue. People stand in the bed for you and other things. Because it's important that we get in the audience, okay? Thank you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on friends of the former consulate at the former consul at the Liberian embassy or the Liberian Consul General in New York, the office that is former members from that office. I'd like to call them over to pay a tribute or so. Am I correct? Please. The former consulate office, right? Oh, Consul, people understand our former office staff of Consul Boone at the Liberian Consulate in New York, right? Yes, okay. Please come over and then be a preview, please. So again, please be seated and listen to those that pay tribute. It's important. Thank you. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, by way of introduction, our former counsel, the former Consul General of Liberia and Consul in New York, Consul Bone's daughter is here, and she's going to pay a tribute on behalf of the Bone family, please. Please listen to them, okay?
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Bones family, we would just like to extend our condolences and our heartfelt wishes to the Carter family. Most people that knew my dad know that Mr. Bonnie and my father were very close. They spent a lot of time together. He thought very highly of my dad and they did some great work together. I think that when they started the NDPL, and one of the partners that my parents lived in New York, I think Mr. Bonnie was one of the main people there who was able to get that started. So, as she stated, we want to extend our heartfelt condolences to the family. Beautiful white people. We want to say we're sorry and may his soul rest in peace.
Mr. Connie was like a big brother to me. At great time, I didn't go to him. I didn't know a gentleman. I didn't know somebody who had compassion. I didn't know a person who was very respectful. These are our simple. Good afternoon. My name is Dawson Bear. Son of Paul Bear. Pastor. Share one of the bed, us, friendship, true politics, and everything. So, let's say, and ourselves show his right to me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's highly appreciated. The presence here alone indicates that you are indeed a friend and a family to me. Thank you very much. Again, please, let me just say to you, for some of you that don't know the religious importance of what's been done here today, usually animal sacrifice is made. In this case, a sheep sacrifice was made, and they're going to get around when you see the bread of the long piece of meat to you, just to indicate to you that the sacrifice of day to day, that's a piece that you can take away with you. I know not everyone here is a Muslim, but that's what we usually do. So when you see them come around and give you meat, a little bit of meat in the plastic there, that's what we did here today. All right? So don't be surprised about it. Thank you. Again, a quick reminder, if you are a member of NACA, just come in up, there is a card here that you can go sign on, and then make sure you come prepared. All right? And then another card is being signed for friends and family. If you're a member of friends and family, you got another card that you can go over here and sign it. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on Mr. Amara V. Corner to come and give tribute for the Corner family. Mr. Amara Corner, please. Please make sure, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know anything, please be seated. And just listen to what people got to say here. You know, usually when people talking, they don't want to be ignored, please. Thank you.
You know, hello everyone. In Liberia, sometimes when you go to take a test, say you need a quorum. So I'm a quorum here. Honorable Vani Conan was indeed a very good human being. To all those who crossed paths, he was especially grateful for the man to both immediate and extended family members. He was the guardian of our family, the current family in the United States. He set the bench for our travel to this great country. Hence, he was always available to provide the support and advice needed to make living in the U.S. easier for new arrivals of our family. It didn't matter whether those new arrivals were trying to be settled in the United States on vacation or by visiting people for medical reasons. In the U.S., whenever any member of our family was faced with a major problem, Brother Vani was usually the first person that family member would call on. And he never disappointed. He always did all that he could to help out. He tirelessly attended the celebration of family members' achievements, such as graduation, wedding, naming ceremonies, etc. One of those last celebrations occurred sometime for us in June. When one of our daughters, especially the daughter of the MC here, Abraham Corner, was getting married, we all were there. And we were ready to come back home. I was the driver, driving both Ravani, his wife, and the granddaughter. And of course, when we were driving coming back, Ravani made it clear to me that I didn't need my GPS. He was a GPS directing me all over. When we came, he looked at the traffic coming through Staten Island and he said, "Don't forget, don't take this route. Let's go take another route." He directed us, saying that we were able to get home very quickly. It was not only for celebration that Brother Vani identified himself with the family. He also helped console family members facing adversities.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, please be respectful of the speakers. When they are speaking, it's just prudent to give them your undivided attention. I suppose that's the reason for which we all are here, right? It ain't gonna take us the whole day. We're gonna be here for a few hours, and as such, we should be respectful and listen to each other. No matter the situation, we're gonna walk away with something. Information that you didn't come in here with, there's a possibility, a high possibility that you're gonna take it out with you. So just your listening audience is highly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. MC. Thank you very much. Brother Barney also helped in funeral arrangement for deceased family members. He always, always provided us the pieces of advice necessary to keep our family together. Brother Barney was indeed a great leader of our family. He will surely be missed. But that we wish that he did not have to leave us so soon. But that is beyond our control. For it is written in the Holy Quran, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To God, to the Almighty Allah, we all belong, and to Him we shall all return. Thus, all we can do now is to pray that the Almighty Allah forgive His thing and open the door of Al-Jannah for our brother Valley Corner. May his soul rest in peace.
Thank you very much, Mr. Corner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we will call on the Kiadi family, and they will be represented by Ma Faimosu Kiadi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Cape Man, away from Cape Man. So as such, when you get the vernacular, please, no matter the situation, you know the vast sound like music, right? If you can't understand it, just listen, please. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, what Hajjah Faimos is stating that Brother Vani, for them, meaning their crowd, they knew him to be going to do. And he was indeed a good person. And that's her and son. So as such, he will be great. Everyone trying to interrupt me here. He's going to be greatly missed by the family. So yeah, come down. Amina. She's saying all she has to tell you people, for all those that made it a business or took their business schedules out to come here today, she want to be grateful. She want to be grateful that indeed you are going to be greatly rewarded. Let God reward you for the time that you identify with this family here today. So she's saying that she just naming the family. You know, we are all one family. The Kiadi, the Soli, the Kole, the Sharif, the Dollars, and everybody. She said on behalf of our family, thank you for coming. There you go, and the Kiawu. You see the Kiawu put in the photo in the prison. All the Kiadi Grande Macante, Kiadi, Kiawe, Kiawu, Kia Papa, Kia Solo, Kia everything. Kiawe, everything. Thank you very much. Oh my God, kumba. Kamaya party, we're fine, well. Someone come back and I'm over, Kamaya party, we're fine. Mukuru pasama tele fisama, the blood is a power. I take a kuwa, I know what tale, and he make my campaign, and he saw me. They must not tell me that so I want to take me. Yes, I'm not over time when you from a dadu and then I can table over time and even put that just even put a Saturday like you at the below. What I tell you, family you are now. Can pay a fair given provided I want to private on you. I love enough from a good private here. So I take cook my talent in in the web or yet fully day. You can put the cover. So, Asuma Kabaya. So, Haja Fai Muslim Fatiaka. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. Thank you very much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on the Yama family, represented by Musu Sanders, please. The Yama family. Musu Sanders, please. Musu Sanders, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the Yama family gave their beautiful daughter to the Bani Kone. So now, if we want to get, they want to get trouble today. If they want to back up for your daddy, I heard it already. They said, that's why they find a property here, but they will make sure that they're going to go pay fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give your attention to this family. Thank you.
After that, about 1 year, he fired him and he stopped with him. And we were in the kitchen there for years of 2 years. After we moved to 2-bedroom, I sent for my sister.
Please listen, ladies and gentlemen. Please, 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 please. Thank you.
We sent for my sister over there. We sold her. And after that, but I'm so glad. I don't know what to say. September 19. September 18 on my birthday. I went on my bike here. Having fun. After 12. Then my sister, I went to where my sister called. I said, what are you calling me for? She said, oh, God is Lord. I called my son. I said, come on, let's go. Let's not go on. I went and saw my brother. My sister, that's my dad. I'm so okay. I'm feeling by inside. I can't sleep sometimes. I just think about you. But you were everything to us. When we have problems, I get mad with my sister. Then you say, come down, come down. you will come there and listen. But I don't know what to call you. I just tell God, thank you, give me the strength and pray for the family, for us to be together. Thank you.
This is short. Yes, Instagram has 5 boys, but she also has 2 girls. Other boys. We don't look at Instagram as our aunt, but she's more of our mother figure. Instagram actually is me. Like my mother said, because I suck with her breast. So she's more my mother. I just asked everybody today in this room. Instagram was very humble, just like Uncle Vani. Uncle Vani was my husband. He was a father figure to me. And anytime I got on Instagram nerves, she'd call Uncle Vani and be like, come get your wife, come get your wife. She's getting on my nerves. But I asked everybody today, please keep my aunt in prayers. You see her, you see the outside, right? She's smiling, she's laughing, but you don't know the inside. Please, Lord, I just ask for prayers over my aunt, over the entire family, my cousins, because we are all grieving. My cousins are going through it, and I know my aunt is going through it. So just keep her in prayers. Don't stop the call. Please, keep in touch with her. Please, that's all we ask of you. And Spirit, we know we are here for you. We are your kids. We love you.
Thank you very much, Yama family. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. That's all you can do for the family. You know, there is something in life they call reciprocity. When you give something good, your expectation should always be positive, and they will give it back to you. So that's what we need to keep doing as a family. Now, I was speaking the vernacular earlier on, for those of you that never heard it. It says that every time I remind people, no matter how many time they gave you, please make the time to identify our family functions, family activities, because the shoes will be on another foot. And then you alone will not sit there and just look at your bank statement and talk to the bank statement. They will not cut it. They will not cut it. So you gotta identify, and then people will be you back in return. Thank you. This time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on behalf of the children, Mr. Mohammed Kone, to pay tribute for his dad. Please listen, ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Kone.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to start prayer.
The back corner there, please listen to Mr. Mohammed Kone. By the way, you early on heard Hussein, this is Mr. Kone, fresh car. All the guys you see around here, that's their older brother.
I'm the youngest.
So, so as such, traditionally, he's stepping in the footsteps of the father. So please give him your undivided attention. Though he promised me, he said you want to talk for 1 minute. So listen to him for that 1 minute, please.
Yes, sir. We'll start with an Islamic prayer. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The legend was born on February 2nd, 1952. We know personally that your generosity extends beyond your generosity. We know your generosity. We know personally that your generosity extends past this life. You have given. Sorry, your generosity has extended that you have given on this life for family, friends, and country. We have no doubt that there is a similar story in mosques, churches across our country, Liberia. We know that you have also inspired and motivated others. The offerings from the stage to a king is more than silver and gold. A hope of faith, a seed of faith and the oath of faith. There is no Muhammad, Hussein, Hassan, and Boyman, and Saleh, they also rest in peace, without Vani Molly Conan. Just because of this and our mother, that the generation is standing on your shoulder. The daily battle you fought and won, the 1,000 territory you gained, the many sacrifices you made in your life for the family, friends, and country. The thing that you refuse to compromise along the way that laid the blueprint for us to follow. So let he who give water be water. Let he who give be given to. Your legacy will continue on this earth. May the Almighty Allah extend you in the highest in Jannah Firdaus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cohen. Thank you and thank you. As all you can do for your dad, continue to pray for him and understand that he left you with a responsibility. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call the grandchildren, and Bindu Kone is going to speak for the grandkid. And after that, we will be followed by organizations. Now, if you came in this place, like I told you earlier on, you didn't sign on the gift card, then you're going to be in some trouble. So, Bindu Kone is coming over. This is the granddaughter of Mr. Bani Kone. So, who happens to be the namesake of his beautiful wife? That's Bindu Kone. So they told me, they promised me, the promise will be like, I will speak for only 1 minute, right?
Hi, everyone. Thank all you guys for coming here. This really shows that your father wasn't lying when he said we had a big family. So I just have a little bit of words about my grandfather. If you guys can go down your voice a little bit, I really appreciate it. Right now, really nervous. Grandpa finally the point I was again service to both his family and the Liberian community. He loved helping people and would even do more to see them succeed in whatever they wanted to do. Once you asked for his time, he was always eager to lend a helping hand. His actions spoke volumes when it came to treat both his family he knew, people he knew that didn't know his family. Not only did he love his people, he loved his country. And as a matter of fact, the two went hand in hand. I remember him always talking about his country and telling me stories of how in the 70s Liberia was one of the only neighboring countries you would have to pass through to get to America, just to get your people to America. He always used to tell me that we were a big family in Liberia and that I shouldn't take it for granted. And he was really right. I shouldn't take it for granted. He often sat me down for us to watch Liberian documentaries and encouraged me to know my roots, know where I came from, and to know where I'm going. The history of the country and the family legacy was embedded in me from a very young age. And the pride that my grandfather had when he called his last name, something that I paid keen attention to and to emulate. Despite never being to Liberia, Grandpa's many exciting and adventurous stories took me on journeys to make me long for the day that I would go to Liberia and actually be a part of the experience that we had in Liberia. His influence alone allows me to have deep conversations about my country, our country, and the mix of other Africans when they're discussing their geography and their history. While growing up in his household, people always thought that my grandma was the one who spoiled me. It really wasn't. It was my grandfather. I remember those days that when I didn't want to eat my grandmother's palawa sauce or cassava leaf or pambara, he would get up and try to make me meals like his famous cheesy cheeseburger and fries. And another thing too, like, I never really liked grape jelly, and he knew that. So he would drive all the way to New Jersey just to give me my strawberry jam. And my grandmother would get mad and be like, "Buddy, why are you giving this girl, why are you giving this girl attention? She eat what we have in the house." And he would just laugh and be like, "Well, that's my granddaughter, that's my wife's wife, to treat her as such." Although sometimes we had rough patches and, you know, we didn't have not so fun days, I would always go to him later and joke around with him. He always seemed to take light of it. And I'll show him a big smile and call him my husband, just because I wanted to have him calm down and not be mad at me anymore. He often encouraged me to always keep in mind and remember to keep in touch with all my cousins, because family is the most important thing. And he really stressed that we need family and that family should come first. We love you, Grandpa, and guess what? We will do the right thing, as we always say to everybody who calls, and to all your grandchildren and your sons and children, do the right thing. So now that you left us, you show us how to do the right thing. We're going to do the right thing. I promise. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mabi. You are really proven discipline and the attention that Sulaiman paid to you wasn't a fruitless one. Indeed, it was fruitful, or it is fruitful that you are exhibiting the other day together with all of the grandchildren. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, A lot has been said about Mr. Collins' activities in the United States. I would like to take this time to call on the Reverend Benza, who happens to be from the NDPL that Brother Vani Claire was part of, a founding member for that matter. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Reverend Benza, please. And I'm sure he got together with him, he got other NDPL family here. So they are welcome too.
I will start in this manner. And to God alone be given all the glory, the honor, and the praise. Without God, we can do nothing. In Him, we have our opinions. We move and we speak. I, in a special way, would like to bless the family. To me, he's not dead, he sleeps. He was indeed a very wonderful man. A man filled with the virtues of honesty, integrity, and his love for his fellow man, especially for his country. His undying support is too great. I can recall one of the last meetings we went to concerning National Democratic Party. It was in the very residence of the Honorable Lake Boone. At that time, he was serving as executive and chairman of the NDPL. The last meeting we had before his departure to Liberia, we have honestly fasted and prayed for God's blessing upon the nation, which was his utmost spiritual concern. And then the word of the Lord came that on that trip, you will be asked to be standard bearer of the National Democratic Party of Liberia. And when he made his presence known to Liberia, truly he was asked by the Democratic Party in Liberia to have him honorably serve as the standard bearer. We know that his leadership was made, I will refer to as a heavenly difference, because his vision was very clear: simple, loving, kind, and caring. He had asked me to serve as the advisor, spiritual advisor to him, which I accepted. The first and foremost vision for Liberia is for all Liberians to be considered Liberians. no tribalistic capitalism. We are one Liberia, one Liberians. That was the vision. And he had a clear vision for the nation and his people. He's a great leader. His legacy was laid. He has made history. His legacy was laid. So in this light, we just pay our blessings and our prayers to the family, especially his darling wife. I'm certainly sure that you will always be seen as a great woman, a great mother with the NDPL. We all missed him, but we love him. And we know that he is in the heavenly place. Again, I'm glad to be here. And these are the meetings, especially she and the Honorable Bear's son, the Bones' daughter. We're all at those meetings, especially the one in Philadelphia and so forth. Your son, your father, your uncle was indeed an honorable man, a great man. God bless you all. In Jesus' name.
Wow. That was a piece of the sermon that was preached here. Thank you very much. The title, so the handle of his name was exemplified here a few minutes ago. So Reverend Mensa. If for any reason you can't find your phone, the iPhone, Mr. Tony, the photographer has over there, you give it to him the charger, he still got it in his possession. So you can meet with him, please. Thank you. All right. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call on the National Association of Hypnotists in America. Mr. Bobby Conner, from my understanding, played a cardinal role in the sustenance and the formation of the National Association of Hypnotists in America, with the acronym NACA. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to call on Mr. Emmanuel Massimoy for the National Association of Hypnotists in America. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Massimoy, please. And I think, and together with Mr. Ibrahim Kiazolo, I see all the Bible and the one hit me in my face here.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I could call on Mr. Thurber Sherman, President of the New York, New Jersey chapter of NACA. All of our, could you please move up here a little bit? All of our HIPMA members, all of our NACA members in the house, please stand up. If you are a member of NACA, please stand up. Please do us the favor of standing up.
If you want to join the president on the podium, he will highly appreciate it too.
Yeah, if we have enough,
that is
we have enough space. So, and I'm also welcoming Mr. Willie Gibbons. The good thing about NACA is when you travel with a couple of former presidents.
unlike most nations. So I do have Mr. Willie Gibbons, former president of NACA, and I also have Mr. Hussein Kone, former president of NACA as well. I know we got to make space. We got to make space for everyone from NACA. I'm also going to invite NACA First Lady who made the trip, Mrs. Cynthia Vasquez, and the National Treasurer of NACA, Madam Ria King. Please come up. All right, I'm sure we have enough space. Let's just close up a little bit. Salam alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time for us to celebrate the legacy of Mr. Kone. As we've heard from numerous speakers this evening, and as you listen to the stories of so many, it's not the car that Mr. Kone drove, neither the house that he resided in. It's basically the relationship that he built that has strengthened all of us here. And your coming here means that he has embedded that impact on everyone. Mr. Kone, as you heard, and you may know, is a founding member of NACA. And NACA is 18 plus years in existence right now as we speak. And he did not only stop there, his wife was actually the first queen of NACA, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give that woman a round of applause. The first NACA queen. And guess what? He didn't stop there either. He decided that his son will become a NACA president two-term, Mr. Hussein Kone. I'm sure he's not stopping there. Our legacy is going to continue. I can envision my niece, Bendu, or my nephews, and few others stepping into some big roles within NACA. So we are proud to be here this evening to celebrate with the family. He's our father, he's our uncle, he's our big brother from Bonsoir, and we want to celebrate with him. We don't want to think about the sad times, we want to think about the happy times, the good times, the legacy that he has left. Not just with this community, not just with the Liberian organization, but to everyone that he has touched. And we pray that where he's at today and forevermore, that he's rested in peace. We'll continue to celebrate his legacy. We'll continue to carry on. I'm going to pause here because when you go somewhere, there is a leader there. I'm a visitor here. And I appreciate you all giving us a warm welcome. But there's also the head of the board, who is here, Mr. Sulaiman, for New York chapter. I would actually like you to say a word or two.
Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the board of directors of our New York chapter, and on behalf of our president, our able president, Mr. William Herbert Sherman, and the chairman of the National Board, Mr. Ibrahim Gazolu, I want to take this time to extend our condolences and heartfelt sympathy to the Kone family. You know, I know a little about the Kones and all these people that migrated from Guinea into Liberia. When you hold their hand, it's a Madingo. When you press their hand, it's a Nokia bar. Because all of their mothers were either bad or bending. They didn't bring Madingo women on board. They came to us that they married all of our sisters, our grandmothers, and our mothers. So these people, when they were chasing the Madingo, when they were chasing the Baku as well. So Bani, Bennu, and myself in a long way. All 40 children that we saw here. I saw all of their pregnancy. So you know how I'm being around. I saw Bennu and I were in the 5th grade in 1968. When when Bani started kissing her. So, yeah, so I know the story. And I always told Christine, I said, look, don't back and forth. But I saw you get someone. So I'm like a godfather to all of these children. One of them, I started to go to the airport and I just said, the woman and I started to fight the whole fight in 1 second. His father, Mr. Lansana Yama, he was the cornerstone of all of us being educated in Vietnam those days. He used to make us read. You know, I've never seen somebody who wrote that name. He wrote Lansana Yama, but the L has a period after it, the A has a period, the N has a period, and every letter of his word up to Yama. He was a guy who gave it all. He allowed all of us to learn. He used to sit right in front of my dad's house and he was teaching all of us. So I owe it to this family. Not only to Benu and myself grew up together as children. So it's not that I just got to know through my youth. And I didn't know my good name or my name from that America. Because the house was getting responsible my dad's house until the broke out. That's how I knew him. He was a little older than I was, but you know, he kissed my sister and he won't. 5 children out of his 1 week woman. Every minute after that, they were pregnant. I just wanted to bring that up so that we all know that his dad was a great guy. I came here and he made it a to reach out to me. And we used to talk many nights. One night I called him and said, Maya, I'm about to bring my fast. But after the fast, I bring my fast up for you and put it on behalf of my association here and our great president, Maya,
All right, thank you. I was also informed that Mr. Arthur Chenoway is in the house. He was also one of the founding members of NACA. If you're here, is he here? All right, we just want to acknowledge and thank him for that as well. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to say thank you for giving NACA the opportunity, you have all great members of NACA here. We want to use this time to present a card to our mother on behalf of all of the members of NACA. We personally we didn't want to pay our courier to bring the card to you, Mama. We ourselves wanted to hand deliver the card for the blessings and for his grace, knowing this upon him. I personally spent a few years talking to him, as you can recall. The last one was a few months ago when my mother-in-law passed. She also was a member of NDPL, and I'll tell you that probably has story. He's a historian, and he did the connection of, giving for myself, etc. So you made a NACA queen, and there's also our current NACA queen in the house here. Yep, she's right behind me. So you got a full delegation here. So on behalf of the chairman of the board of directors of NACA, Mr. Ibrahim Yazdu, on behalf of chapter presidents here, on behalf of the first lady of NACA and our senior master board, and all of the executive members, and in my own name, want to pass a card through our queen to be presented to you on behalf of the association. May our dad soul rest in peace, and let's continue to celebrate him. I can tell you for sure, we will not forget you. You are part and parcel of this organization. The only thing I have that's secret about still on the back. We're dragging you from New York, and you know where we go. Thank you so much. you very much. What's the matter with Naka? Who says so? Who's everybody? Thank you. The man said, I should tell y'all if you know you stop. You forget you from. Oh, you see the shop people above beyond. Mr. Sylvester Kamara, former president of the New York chapter, Mr. Kamara. Is he in the house? Mr. Sylvester Kamara, please come over. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. You gotta be in their photo. Yeah. He's showing you above here. All the top of
Thank you.
Hold on, stairs. Bring your former queen, so you'll stay forward. The queen emeritus. The queen. For the staff in our engineer.
Go there.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the good thing about Grand Cape County, there is no Kipatini. All the time they say that no over there, but there is no Kipatini without a Muslim background. I challenge any Kipatini to put a hand up. I ain't got Muslim background. Reason being here, you saw how to was the pastor back here. He said, Assalamu alaikum for Redland. Because he was on our hand. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, Rabani was a far-around person. Family-oriented, county-oriented, country-oriented. At this time, I would like to call on the friends and family to pay a tribute. He made it his duty to be at the formation of friends and family. He went to every reunion. At this time, I will call on the president or the vice president of Friends and Family, Mr. Baji Goba, aka DJ Free, aka Vice President, aka All Around Family Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Baji Goba. And then if you're in the house, a member of Friends and Family, please come over.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC, for life. All the Friends and Family members, if you are a member of Friends and Family, please come up stage. Members of Friends and Family. If you're not a registered member, please don't come here. If you're not a registered member of Friends and Family, please don't come. We're calling registered members of Friends and Family. If you want to make payment, if you want to read the money list, you can come over. Friends and Family, Friends and Family. If you are in a real, but you are registered, you can stay up. Friends and Family. Madam President, where are you? You need here. Oh, our president is here. Madam President, I hope you're listening to us. From the inception of Friends and Family, we graduated doctors, we still have people coming up. From the inception of Friends and Family, Friends and Family Foundation, FFF for short. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. invocation. We'll finish, then we'll continue with the song, right? All right. Mr. Conan was one of the founding members for Friends and Family. I remember our first Friends and Family reunion. We were looking for a guest speaker. And we said, you know what? Why should we be going all around looking for a guest speaker? But we have a guest speaker working on this. And guess what? Mr. Conan was there and he delivered a message of unity. And that message today is still going on among us. It's keeping us together. So that's the kind of person he was. That's the family. He loved the family so much. And every function, he had to make it his business to give whatever advice that he could give. And we just want to pray that Allah have mercy upon him. My brother and family, we know you love your dad very much, but I love him the best. And right now, he's in a safe place, resting in perfect peace. So on behalf of the Friends and Family, we have our president, but because she's been all up and down, so I'm advertising for her. She's no other person but Master Tony. And then we have 3 board members that have been there from inception, giving all of the pieces of advice. Mr. Amara Conan, Mr. Abu Bakr Conan, and Mr. Rashid Conan. They have been there to all of our functions. They will make sure to be there to give their best advice they can give. And guess what? Our mothers, they are always there, giving us the support. Whatever support we need is right there for us. They will always give it to us. So on behalf of the family, Madam President, I don't know if you want to make any remark. Okay. The family can say, family, come back. I was a human, family. So we are here today with a price of $1,625 to present to the family, from Friends and Family. Ladies and gentlemen, may our uncle Granny Conan so rest in perfect peace. May Allah have mercy for him, and may he rest in the bosom of Abraham in heaven. Thank you very much. Mr. MC. You want to tell us what is it? I saw one more, I did. One let them see that. So how are you? Bye.
Well, go back on. In a nutshell, David will speak by Mrs. Pedro Yaman Point. And this foundation is not only for our family, for all friends and friends of friends that want to join us. So I guess I will call your shoulder. Thank you very, very much. All the group, the association, organization, thank you very much for the show of our family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sister Joe. I just want to make a quick little announcement and also a gratitude to our amazing Friends and Family Foundation. Friends and Family Foundation, I am so very proud of you all. You guys always step up when we need you guys. So I just want to say kudos to everyone that's here today. And I also would like to reach out to all the people in the hall. If you would like to become members of the Friends and Family, come and see myself and my VP. So please, everyone is welcome to the Friends and Family Foundation. We are a great foundation. And the sole purpose of our foundation is to bring unity. Unity. Everyone agree with me, right? Unity, culture, tradition for our children in America. So this is a great organization. We will be going to Liberia this year. We are looking forward. It's going to be our first time. We are looking forward to everyone who want to join us while in Liberia. Come and join us. We have that information here. If you want to sign up, come and see me. It's $120 per year. It's $10 per month. So again, our organization is open to everyone. Come and see me if you're interested. Friends and family, thank you for your presence. Thank you.
What's the matter with friends and family? Who says so? Who's everybody? This is a very thank you to the able leadership, the fact that leadership, this leadership always reaching out tirelessly to get these things done. They are doing a great job. Let's keep stopping.
We're taking the Friends and Family.
Let's go.
Is it working?
Yes.
The first one? I check quick.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please be seated. Please be seated. We are almost there. Please be seated. Please be seated. There is a major part of this program that needs to be heard. So please be seated. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on a statement of recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. I'd like to call on Mr. David Yaman for a statement of recognition. Please listen. Mr. Corner, please. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the man is part of the his wife is about to speak to us, please. So let's make it our duty to listen to her, okay? Thank you. People, please listen. My Bendu Corner is about to talk to you just for a minute. Please respect and listen to her.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank everybody that in this house for leaving their busy time, their work, and other things that they're supposed to be doing. But this is not happening by accident. But the person whom we are here for tonight never misses any activity in the community, any events in the community, whether it be wedding, funeral, birthday party. The only way you will not see for the face in a hall if he was not invited or he doesn't know about it. But as long as he knows, he will find a way. I met my husband at a very young age. We grew up together, like you say, you plant a seed, and that seed grow to be tree. That's how my husband and I grew up together. And I remember before we traditionally become husband and wife, that's the time I was pregnant with our first son. And my father asked me, because I was kind of like the apple of my father's eye. Say, and I quote, Mabelu, you sure this is the man you want? I said, yes, Papa. Mabelu, this is the man you love? I said, yes, Papa. I said, okay. He turned around to Bonnie and said, Bonnie, you know what used to call you Bonnie anyway? I said, More, yeah, my baby, I come for. In plain English, did you hear what my baby said? And Bonnie answered and said, yes. I said, okay. My father said to my husband, I do not take my family, most especially my children, business lightly. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're coming from. But if you come out and say you want my daughter, you must be coming from somewhere substantial. You must be coming from a permanent Liberian family. At that time, my father didn't know that Bonnie was a Connie. He used to call him the Meneme son, because he was living with his uncle, his mother's brother. But in that house, 95% were many people, and they only speak many. So my father considered my husband as Meneme. Then he told my husband, he said, Mole, you better work in a money more what? Daddy, play English. Mole, are you playing with a Madigo man daughter? He didn't know that was his own cousin's son. So we happened to be, all the family got together. The Caddy, the Connie, the Suli, the Sherry, the Dukle, the Yama, the Kruma, every one of them got together to our house. And they presented me to Bonnie. They said, now we finish with you. You two are civilized people. The day you're ready to do your civilized things, you can go ahead and do your civilized things. But before that civilized things, this is the result right here. So when I came over, like my sister has said already, so I don't want to repeat it. When I came over, after 4 or 5 years, at that time he had graduated from Georgia. And then he said, honey, I said, yes. I used to call him Mom. I said, what you want? He said, don't you think it's time for us to go and do it our way? Remember what your father told me? I said, yes, I remember. He said, okay. So we renewed our vow 1981, August 29. Went to the mosque on State Street. Then we got married. So after that, we continued. But then when my father came to know that Vani was his cousin's son, he said, oh my God, I didn't know that was my own son. And from that time, my father refused to call my husband his son-in-law. He said, he's not my law. That's my son. No, he no longer my name. He was my name. He was my name. I mean, my name. Forgetting about that, you erase it, everything. After he didn't leave me, my father, there's no more name business. Okay. My father, though who knew him in Baton, it was not an easy man to reckon with. The judges in Supreme Court, they were even afraid of him. So he was not an easy man. So just walk to him and make his daughter your wife that easily. It's not gonna happen. So, like the Imam said before, we love our brother, our father, our grandfather, our cousin, and my husband. But the Almighty Allah loves him most. The time was too short. There were a lot of things we planned to do. But as God has said, it plan fall through before ours. And I'm asking each and every one of y'all in the hall tonight to pray with me, to keep me in your prayer, to help me pick up that touch when you left for it to shine. I thank you.
You're almost there. You know, the Sasa was here, so this Sasa here. I know. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, officially this program, I think we will call on Mr. Abu Kone. That is Abu Kone. Abu Bakr Kone, who happened to be a younger brother of Mr. Bani Kone, gave us a closing remark officially, but that does not mean I will go. Like I told you, don't be ashamed. You still got enough behind them. We're not looking at you. You can still go there for a second round, no problem. So Mr. Kone will give a closing remark on this, please. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. We are pleased to receive you all here today to pray for our brother, Vani Kone. And I also want to take this moment to speak to Manivalo people, Vozo and Monrovia. Please go ahead and celebrate your brother occasion. We are doing it today, and you are doing it tomorrow. Pray for him. Pray for your son, your cousin, your uncle. This is the message to Vonzo, Manivalo, and Monrovia. Brother Vani was like a parent to us. They were very consistent, keeping the family together. He never wavered his support for the family. And this is a message to the people back home. Brother Valley is your son, your brother, your uncle, your cousin. I want to believe every one of you know he did good for everybody, privately. He might not have done certain things that everybody talk about, but you all know he was there for you. And I'm a witness, because most of the initiative he consulted me. He was a man, he never let anybody go with tears in their eyes. When I was a student in Egypt, I knew Brother Vani. He sent me Western Union. Even today, he still sending Western Union to family and friends. So he had done what he's supposed to do, and that's his strength to take care of people individually. So I just want to send this message to Liberia. Please celebrate the brother life, pray for him. He delivered faithfully to the family and friends. And to our people here in the United States, I just want to say, you know our brother, you know who he was, and you know how he has supported the family at large. Here in New York, Philadelphia, wherever, any organization that he was part of, he never hesitated to give you his undivided attention. So please join me to pray for Brother Valley in closing. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Conner. And again, I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the family to commend and appreciate all of those that made their duties to provide, cook, brought drinks, financial contributions, setting on his home, and you just enumerate them. We want to say thank you very much. And the Conner family, Yazalo, Yama, you just named it. Like Rasaba said, when you push your button for two, I said, you don't move. I tell you, God, I said, don't know me about it. Mario, in Grand Kepakante, when I tell you, Manifalo, meaning Mandingo village. So I know how you want to manage it. And you understand? But anyway, we want to say thank you very much. And may the Almighty Allah greatly reward you. Whatever penny that you took to put in the pot, may it be multiplied abundantly. And we say thank you again. The people come and say MC for life. I am Abraham Deacon. Thanks for your cooperation. And we still got like an hour and 30 minutes here. And we got a lot to eat and drink. I can still see the heap of drinks over there. They ain't got us be running the board now. We still got time here. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Mr. MC, I beg your indulgence. I would like to announce one of our newest members for friends and family. Madam Yata Dorsey is in the house. Friends and family, give it up for Yata Dorsey. She just registered with Friends and Family. So Friends and Family is open. We are there. You don't have to be Conner or Dolly or Fufana or Goba or account is open for everybody. All you have to do, declare your intention, register, and we are all one in unity. Thank you. So, whenever we meet as a family, it's important that we get something to remember historically. So the camera man just brought to my attention that there will be a need for a family picture. So now that we are all here, we just gather right here, the children, the grandchildren, also take family picture here. Okay? Small Bedroom, all the grandchildren, the family, please come over here. Everybody, the younger family, everybody, please come over. Mohammed, Mohammed, okay. We want to celebrate the milestone, not the moment. We want to celebrate.
Taking a family picture.